What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Car Talk with your boy Sense. Let's just keep it light today, man. I was strolling through whatever social media, doing that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's not like it was just here, but it's just like you see it everywhere, right? And it was just something where it's like, oh, when you catch him cheating or something like that, but you already got your lick back or some shit or whatever the fuck the case may be. But it's just like, this is the culture, man. Like, this is the culture that we all dwell in now. Like, what can be expected? What good can come of men continuously being unable to trust their women and women continuously being unable to trust their men? Like, what good can come of that as a community when you're trying to bring things together? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just wondering, like, have you ever seen anybody else doing that? Any other culture? I'm not even trying to, like, bark on it like I feel like I'm better than that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, I be getting entertained by the bullshit. Like, you know, we've all had our histories, we've all had our past, all that good shit, right? So the point being is, like, at what point does it stop being funny and it stop being like super reflective of like a problem? You know what I'm saying? Because I can tell you this much, living in California, these niggas definitely don't trust these bitches. And these bitches definitely don't trust these niggas at all. You feel me? And there's, like, very specific reasons for it, especially out here, you know, in California. Probably save that conversation for another day. But, yeah, I'm just like, what is this? Like, am I tripping? Do I need to relax? Is it not that serious? I mean, just let me know in the comment section below. While I was on that thread, I ended up coming across, I mean, speaking of some freaky shit. Ashanti coming out and saying, you know, she worked with a producer who gave her an ultimatum of taking a shower with him or, you know, being charged $40,000 a song. I feel like it's probably an easy move. From there, you just like, fuck that. Like, you know what I mean? I might have to come out of pocket, my nigga. You feel me? I hope that's the route she went. You know what I'm saying? If not, you know, it's her body, her choice, right? But is this like, see, we got some sickos out here, bro. We got some sickos out here, and I've always wondered why. Like, you know, sometimes because I do audio engineering, for those who don't know, and sometimes you be in a session and a girl will get a session and she'll, like, come in and the first thing she'll do is mention that she's married, or come in with somebody on the phone, or she'll come in with 3 friends, or whatever the case may be. I'm like, all right, cool, they just being safe, or, like, you know, whatever their situation is. But now, after seeing that, I'm starting to think, like, it's just a regular thing. And I've talked to some of them, and, you know, some of them actually have, like, had multiple issues where they went to studios, and niggas was trying to be extra and, like, you know what I mean, do the most and shit like that. I'm like, damn, that's crazy, because I would never even think of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping business and pleasure completely separate. I don't even look at none of the females that come into the studio in that type of way. Like, you know what I mean? I can't, because it's like, that's going, you know what I mean? It's going to fuck up your money one way or another. Either you're gonna go for it, you're gonna get it, then it's gonna fuck up your money. You're gonna go for it, you're not gonna get it, it's gonna make the situation awkward. That person not gonna want to come back, you fuck up your money again. You feel me? So either way, you fucking up your money, bro. And one thing I'm not doing is fucking up my money, fam. So I don't even know what to say about that. First of all, that guy's a weirdo. for risking even losing the bag like that. I guess he must have thought so much of himself at the time that it was like, nah, she for sure gonna go with the payment option. If anything, she not just gonna leave that track on the table. I've never seen the interview, so I'd like to see it and see what she did. Because, like, I feel like the realest type is gonna be like, you know what, fuck all the work we just did, fuck all the everything. Like, I ain't even know this was on your mind, my nigga. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and say, fuck these tracks. I'm gonna see you around, bruh. You feel me? I feel like that's the realest response that she could have given. Although like I said, I'm not in a situation to judge, so I'm not judging whatever she chose to do. She chose to do. I gotta go watch the interview because all I saw was a little clip. But you know, shit be crazy sometimes, man. And these niggas is wild, bro. You feel me? You can't even. You gotta watch. And I'm like, man, I have a daughter too, and she's getting into like creative stuff. She's like, she just went and tried out for a play. She got like a good role in the play and stuff like that. So she like excited and she's starting to move outside of her comfort zone. I would hate to think that she would end up in a room with some bum ass nigga that is like pretending to want to help her or pretending to be passionate about whatever it is that she does, and then tries to flip it on her at the end and all that weird shit, bro. Cause niggas would go to jail. I'm not gonna lie, fam. My daughter calls me and tells me some crazy shit like that, I might go to the pen, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. But you know, so like I just don't even understand how niggas get that comfortable as to where they be trying that type of shit, bro. That shit is crazy. And like, you know, is that also a side effect of the culture? Or is that, you know what I mean? And how do we get other people to respect us when it seems like we don't even have respect for ourselves type shit, you know what I'm saying? I hate talking like that, bro, because it's not like I'm not higher than this. It's just I'm talking to you as a person on your fucking level, dealing with the same struggles, that's just looking above it right now and being like, damn, like how we move is a little fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna cap, bro. It's a little crazy. And at some point we gotta change it, bro, because, you know, I feel like we're just continuing a cycle of like self-destruction. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Lastly, we gonna address Ye. Mr. Ye, please come to the front of the congregation and be blessed. Alright, cool. So, Yay. Yay. Look, man. If it's your role to be provocative in society, I get it. You know, and you have to, like I said in the last video, you have to stand aside. You have to not care about other people's opinions. You have to be able to make things shake and shiver for a bit before you break things down. And I'm also not one of these people who thinks that he has a great grand master plan that we all just can't see. I think there somewhere in between lies the truth, right? So I think when he says something like, you know, Hitler had good traits or Hitler had done good things too, I think his intention is to shock and jar everybody and make everybody upset. And then it sparks a dialogue between the people who would wish to think freely without the need to label anybody else or to be labeled. You know, for those people who want to be able to think freely, they end up having these clashes with people who just want to say, no, there's just certain things you should never come out of your mouth. It doesn't matter what you mean, doesn't matter what the point is, just don't say those things. And I think that he's sparking those discussions on purpose because I feel like they need to be had. Like, at its core, anybody who has been associated with someone who's gone to prison or who's like somebody who's been in the streets, let's say like that, or somebody who's been in a corporation, or somebody who's like, all of us, it doesn't matter who, all of us have done horrible things, horrendous things, some of us worse than others, right? But even the serial killer on death row, you know what I'm saying? His mom's gonna say he was such a bright boy. He was always smiling. There's nothing. He was never upset. He was just a joy to be around. You know what I mean? Well, except that if she says it, like if Hitler's mom was alive to this day, right? Impossible, I know. But if she was alive to this day and we had sat her down and interviewed her and said, so what do you think about, what your son did out here? I'm sure the first thing she would say is like, I can't believe that he would even do something like this. Like, I never would have, like, this is not the boy that I knew. This is not the boy that I knew. The boy that I knew was a sweet child. He was a child who would always come into the room at night and give me a hug and a kiss before he went to sleep, whatever the case may be, right? Point being is that everybody has done something good at some point in their life. And you can appreciate the good that they've done without appreciating the whole, right? Did Hitler invent the microphone? I have no fucking clue. That sounds so far out of here that it's potentially possible. Did he invent highways? I have no fucking clue. That sounds insane to me. I feel like highways probably existed before Hitler. If it's true, then it's true. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. Is Kanye always right? No. He is not always right. Is he right some of the times? And is he saying real shit some of the times? Yes. We have to stop, like, this all or nothing attitude towards people. Like, either Ye's a genius or he's a fucking crazy son of a bitch who needs to be dragged into a fucking mental health facility and strapped to the table and medicated until he can't even speak. Either Charleston White is a hypocrite piece of shit, or he's a god that we all just don't understand, and y'all need to leave him alone. Like, nah, man, it's okay for there to be balance, for there to be mix, for people to understand that there's good and light in everybody, and it's okay for us to critique the dark and show a little bit of love to the light. And if we can do that for absolutely everybody in the fucking world, that the way that morphs your mind and that gets you to connect with the humanity in other people, even when it's the hardest, what does that do for our culture? What does that do for our society? What does that do for our world? Just think about it. Like, okay, cancel me after, but just think about it. Think about it. Like, just, you know what I mean? Just let that roll in your mind for a little bit and then cancel me. You feel me? Was what he said provocative and unnecessary? He could have made the point with a different example. Yes. But how many of us would be sitting around here talking about it right now if it wasn't provocative and if it wasn't completely unwise? Nobody would be discussing it. So in that, I believe that he's a genius in the fact that he is able to take these concepts, put them out there, knowing what they'll cause, and not knowing what the results will be for himself or other people, but hoping for like a best case situation. Do I think he has a grand scheme and like he has everything mapped out? No. I think sometimes things just come to him and they feel right. And he says them exactly how they feel. He doesn't consider whether it's politically correct. He just says what feels right. And then if you give him a chance to explain later, he usually has some type of explanation that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. Like, it doesn't have to make all the way sense, but like sometimes there's parts of what he's saying that are making sense, and you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's also over. They go shadow ban my YouTube, my Instagram, everything. It's a dub. But yeah, man. I don't really have much else to say on this issue, yo. I got some things to handle. It was cool hanging out with y'all again. Please remember to subscribe, hit like, and drop a comment. You already know, man. Family money, everything. Let's get it, baby. Whoa!